Today we are playing 600 points of Space Wolves versus Eldar. We have rolled for the Emperor's Will and Dawn of War deployment. On the Space Wolves side is a squad of 5 Grey Hunters with chainswords on all of them and a leader with a wolf claw. We have a squad of 3 Terminators with 2 Thunderhammer Storm Shields and a pair of wolf claws. There is a Dreadnought with an assault cannon, great wolf claw and heavy flamer. And then a squad of 5 more Grey Hunters with a plasma gun and a leader with a power sword. The leader of the army is a Wolfguard battle leader in runic armour with a wolf and the Black Death, one of the special relics the Space Wolves can get. His warlord trait is Saga of the Wolfkin, which gives him and his unit stubborn and helps out beasts or cavalry nearby him. And so onto the Eldar.
For the Eldar, we've got normal squad of 10 Guardians with their missile platform. Behind them we've got 3 Wind Riders, just as their twin-link shuriken catapults. With them today is a Warlock on his jet bike with a Seeing Spear. Psychic power for today is Protect or Jinx. We've got a Wave Serpent with his underslung shuriken cannon and its twin-linked right lance on top. And today it's carrying a squad of 8 Star Avengers with the Exarch and Farseer. The Exarch's got power from his Shim Shield, Farseer with his Seeing Spear, and his Warlord trait for today is everything within 12 inches of him gains stealth, and psychic powers are Mind Draw, Eldritch Storm, and Doom. Let's see how they've been set up.
So, for deployment, the Space Wolves are holding the centre line, and the Eldar have spread themselves out with the Guardians holding their objective. Currently the Space Wolves have first turn, but can the Eldar seize? No, they can't, and so onto the Space Wolves, turn 1. And so, in Space Wolves turn 1, everything moved up as far as possible, other than the Dreadnought, which used its assault cannon to shoot the jet bikes, killing 2, and at the end of the turn, the jet bikes fled off the table with the Warlock, whose psychic power will save them a lot of bother. The Grey Hunters in the crater shot at the Guardians, but did not do any damage. Onto Eldar, turn 1.
End of Eldar turn 1. It was a very bad Eldar turn. The Guardians moved, and then they realised they couldn't shoot, so when in range they tried to run and they got a 1-inch run, which meant only 12 shots could go into the Terminators, but they did manage to kill 1, which was good, but they didn't run away. And the Wave Serpent decided to shoot all the way across the board into the Dreadnought, did absolutely nothing. Let's see if Eldar survive. Ready for their next turn. Ready for Wolves turn 2.
So, in Space Wolves turn 2, the Dreadnought and the Grey Hunters shot at the tank, however did nothing to it. The Grey Hunters with the Warlord, however, were more successful, killing 3 or 4 of the Guardians and making them run, which, however, they only ran 2 inches, which meant that in the assault phase, the Terminators were able to weather the Overwatch and charge in, where they ran away before the Terminators had to strike. And so, it is looking dire for the Eldar going into their turn 2.
End of Eldar turn 2. It was more successful than last time, although during the psychic phase, my Farseer tried to mind war his Warlord, but in the end he made himself WSBS1. Then the rest of his squad and him shot into the plasma gun squad, killed 3 of them and made them run away, although it's going to regroup and kill me probably next turn. Then the Wave Serpent shot all of its weapons into what was the Terminator squad and killed them. Looks like the Eldar have come back a bit, ready for the Wolves turn 3.
So, for Space Wolves turn 3, the large squad of Grey Hunters moved up and fired 3 pistols into the Dire Avengers, but the single armor save was made. The rest of the army fired into the Wave Serpent and took 1 glance from the plasma gun. The wolves decided not to charge due to the distance, and so it is now Eldar, turn 3.
Eldar turn 3 was very successful, changing the times over to making it look more like the Eldar are going to win. My Farseer failed all of his psychic powers apart from Doom, which hit his Grey Hunter squad with his battle leader. Then the Dire Avenger pummeled them with shots and got very lucky and killed all of them apart from the battle leader. Then my Wave Serpent shot all of its weapons into the Dreadnought. Now it's only got one hull point left thanks to my 2 glancing hits. Let's see what the Wolves can do for their turn 4.
So, at the end of Space Wolves turn 4, they have whittled down the Dire Avengers' numbers through combined fire of all the army. However, they passed their leadership just. From this, it's time to see what they can do for the Eldar turn 4.
End of Eldar turn 4, very unsuccessful, failed all my psychic powers, and my Wave Serpent did absolutely nothing to kill the Dreadnought, but my Dire Avengers did manage to take a wound off of the battle leader, ready for Wolves turn 5.
And so, Space Wolves turn 5. The battle leader took out one of the Dire Avengers with a bolt pistol shot, before the Dreadnought killed the other 2, leaving just the Exarch and Farseer. The plasma gun did nothing to the Wave Serpent, and so we go on to Eldar turn 5.
Eldar turn 5 went iffy you could say. My psychic powers, I tried to mind war his wolf leader, but ended up me being WSBS1 instead of doing anything to him. Then I went and shotted him and completely failed my shots. Then I charged him and he killed all of me without me doing anything to him. Whereas my Wave Serpent shot into the Dreadnought and killed him. Now it's ready to see if the game ends. No, the game does not end. Ready for turn 6 for the Wolves.
And so, that ends the game. The plasma gun did a penetrating shot onto the tank, but it was turned to a glance by the shields before the battle leader ran into combat with it and did 2 penetrating shots with his axe. And so from that, it is a Space Wolves victory, but only just so, with only 3 models left on the table. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.